Happy Sunday, everybody. We're back for another Sunday Fun Day here at the Crescent Lake Club. I'm joined by your favorites, Pizza and Witty. Hey, guys. Happy Sunday.
Hello.
Happy Sunday.
So after a extended stay in Florida, Beth has made it back to the Mississippi outpost of the Crescent Lake Club. So are you happy to be home?
Yes. I do miss the sunshine and the warm weather, but luckily the snow is melting, so we're getting there here. So yes, happy to be home.
So in case you guys weren't with us on Friday for Happiest Hour, Witty's long Valentine's couples vacation turned into
10 days and 9 nights.
In Orlando. We joked around that she was going to go get her Florida driver's license and her permanent address was going to be room 1234 at the Courtyard by Marriott in Lake Buena Vista. But
would highly recommend. They were great.
Next time she gets stuck, she knows exactly where she's going.
That is not, and I'm not sponsored.
No, this is not sponsored. But you did have a couple of fun off-property adventures. Do you want to talk about those?
So yeah, Keels had recommended a really great local Mexican restaurant that we grabbed pickup our last night. What was the name of it? El Patron, right?
Yes, El Patron.
Super great. Very inexpensive too for like the quality. Like this was like high quality, like really good Mexican food. To-go margaritas were on point, and would highly recommend if you need a meal off property, want to grab something to take back to the room. And they do have delivery as well. So you could probably, I don't know if they deliver to Disney property, but you could definitely look into that too. We made a trip to the Disney outlet. We've been doing that just about every trip now since we've gotten a rental car. Picked up a couple of items, nothing crazy in there. There was a Dooney and Burke bag. I should have got that for Mama Teets. It was like a big giant one. I didn't even think about it. It was like $150.
Yep.
But anyway, so where else did we go? Did we go anywhere else?
Oh, well, so Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Always.
And where else? Oh, so Mick Whitty is a big beer fan. And he made the trip up to Ellipsis, which is a really great brewery, especially if you like IPAs. And that's up in the Lake Nona area, up by Orlando International Airport. It's in a warehouse, so there's not a whole heck of a lot to do around there. But it is it's a fun brewery. I mean, if you've been to one brewery, you've been to them all. You know what you kind of get when you go to a brewery. I don't know what it's like in COVID times, but it's one of Mr. Worldwide's favorites. So I've been there probably more times than I've wanted to.
Yeah, he just went in and grabbed a couple of crowlers that he brought back home with him. So he hasn't drank them yet. So that will be probably on the list today while he listens to Ole Miss baseball.
Oh, that's a sad. We won't. We won't talk about that.
No.
So what have you been up to, Titi?
Well, I ran this morning, which was nice because it's finally in the 20s here. We've reached out of that Arctic temperatures. So got to be outside today.
I was going to say, T walks in, he's wearing a t-shirt. I'm like, oh, sun's out. What's up? So you ran today a 10K, kind of in camaraderie with what we're here to celebrate in just a little bit with some of our social media friends. For those of you who follow RunDisney or Disney fans like us, normal in non-COVID times, this weekend would be Princess Half Marathon weekend. So we know we have a lot of friends out there who did the Half Marathon Weekend Challenge virtually. So cheers and congratulations to everyone who earned your princess medals this weekend. So far, out of all of us, Teets is the only one that has done a RunDisney virtual weekend, correct?
Yep.
I mean, I paid for a medal for one. I just haven't done the 5K yet. See, it's right here.
It's so pretty.
It's like the size of my face. It's probably, if I had the rest of my medals here, it's probably bigger than all of my P medals.
Do you think if we chartered a private plane, we could like land on Castaway Cay and just like
It hasn't. Well, the 5K is on an airstrip, so we could totally do that. Well, earlier this week or last week, Teets said that they're hiring for employees to live on Castaway Cay, and I was like, at this point in time, you need to tell Angela about that because she will probably take them up on that. Toot sweet, the way.
Look, she almost got to live there the first time, so she almost missed the boat.
Gosh. I texted the whole group yesterday. I don't know why it was. I've had cruises on the brain for about a week. I think it's probably the weather. But I fell down a YouTube wormhole yesterday that involved a lot of Disney Cruise Line stuff, mostly Palo brunch, because I've had cruises and brunch on the brain. Which that just means I've been thinking about this boathouse brunch that started for the first time today. That's really what my mind is thinking about. But I had so many fond memories of our Disney cruise. But the Palo brunch, the 5K, the watching Angela almost get left on Castaway Cay, it makes me really excited. We've talked about after marathon weekend in January to try, if things are back to normal, try and finally pull the trigger on it and do the Castaway Cay challenge. Get Titsy on a boat. He's
never been on a cruise before.
Nope.
And he's going to have a skipper's outfit for my birthday. So he'll have his little boat suit ready to go.
Don't forget
I think boat shoes, boat suits. Yeah, I think you missed that on Friday. Titsy's dressing up like a little skipper for Boathouse Brunch.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So yeah, really excited about that one. So it would have been Princess Half Marathon weekend. Teets has never done Princess weekend, even though we've always tried to encourage him to, because he would be like one of very few men out there. You could probably
would be like your chance to find a woman.
It would be like shooting fish in a barrel. Fish in a barrel. You would be able to meet your other single rider. So now you'll be a party of two.
Oh.
Don't shake your head at us. Eventually we have to marry you off. We can't be the only women in your life.
No. Because Mama Teets is already real concerned about that.
Look, Woody real wants to plan this Disney wedding before it gets to be a Woody vow renewal.
Exactly. And I'm not doing it in 10 years. I'm going to make it to at least like 25 before I try to do something like that.
Yes, facts. So I've done Princess once. Woody, you've done it twice?
Yep, 2 times.
When was your first time?
2014, and it was my very first RunDisney race. So Mick Woody had a conference down in Orlando for work, and I had heard about running at Disney, and I just looked it up, and we happened to be there at the same time as the Princess Half Marathon. And this was before, I guess, like races sold out within a day, because I just randomly looked it up, and it was like, oh, look, we can still sign up. And so McWitty and I both signed up. And that was when it was kind of like, can dudes do the Princess Half? Because for a while it was really like dudes didn't do it. And they also, didn't they have a rule where like all the men had to start at the very back?
They started in like C or D or something like that.
Yeah. So this was the first year where it was like men were on an equal like playing field. And
well, because remember they still did that when we did Tinkerbell.
Yeah. And so McWitty and I dressed up as Belle and Beast. He hated every minute of that race because the shirt I had bought him was like one of those like cotton t-shirts with like the Beast like kind of shirt look on it. Yeah, that didn't work out. It was real humid and nasty out. And we didn't really understand a RunDisney race. Like we knew there were going to be characters, but we didn't really understand like the whole, like, let's have fun and run a race. Like we were determined to like finish, because it was only probably like maybe our third half marathon we'd ever done. And so we had made a pact. We're like, okay, if we see Belle or Beast, then we'll stop because that was our costumes. So we ended up not stopping for any pictures during the whole race. And by the time we were done, all I could think about was like, oh my gosh, they have champagne in the parking lot. And that's amazing. I need that. And then we were done. So it was kind of like we didn't really like do like the Run Disney experience that I know now. But I will say that first trip to a Run Disney Expo, we had told our friends that were with us, we're like, oh yeah, I'll just wait in the car. We'll be like 15, 20 minutes. It's fine. We'll be right back.
3 hours later.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they took a nap because we were in there so long. But yeah, I was hooked after that. I remember getting like the little flyer that had like the future races on it. And that's when I saw Dopey Challenge. And I was like, I'm going to do that. So I was hooked.
So I've done Princess once, and that was 20.
It was the year we did
16.
Teak. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 2016 is the year I got both pink and blue coast to coast. Yeah, so it was fine. I did it by myself. I wasn't really thrilled with the. It was the last year of like the really standardized glass slipper stuff. Like my medal's like this big.
Yeah.
It was fine. It's not my vibe. I would have done it if Tiana. I said any year that Tiana is the half marathon character, I would do it again. And I feel like it was this year, and it's virtual, so
yeah,
not
it stinks.
So I will say the next year, I did the second time I did Princess was the very next year in 2015, and we did it as like a girls' trip, and that was before I had met Keels, and so these were some of my local girlfriends. So one of my best friends since like third grade, she came and did the 10K. My mom came and did the 10K, and then two of my coworkers did the half marathon, and then we had another girl with us as well. So it was a big like girl group. There were 6 of us. We stayed at Coronado Springs in like adjoining rooms. It was a blast. We had a really good time. The one who did that, one of the girls that did the half marathon, she doesn't run ever, but she was like, okay, let's just do it. It'll be fun. So we had a blast. It was a really good time, like just a girls' weekend. I think that was when at Hollywood Studios, they had the big Cinderella coach from the live action Cinderella movie. And so we got to see that. So that was kind of fun. So something different. But yeah, we had a blast. I would definitely say like, if you're thinking of doing some kind of girls trip running related, Princess Weekend is a lot of fun for that. 'Cause it's very, very like female focused, and a lot of fun.
A lot of champagne is involved with Princess Weekend.
Yes.
So the year I did Princess is the year I did my first girls run trip, and that was for the Pink Coast to Coast to Tinkerbell, which was also super, super fun. The one good thing about Princess Weekend that I've always enjoyed seeing is it really is the one thing that gets non-runners out there and thinking about running and getting out and accomplishing the goal of a 10K or a half marathon or something. And the costumes are always out of control crazy for Princess Weekend. And I still think that's why TT needs to do it, so we can make him a shirt that on the back says, "Why are all these women chasing me?"
Yes. I think my favorite was the last year I ran it. It was when that group of men dressed as princesses, and I think they still go and
they do it every year. Yep.
They were so fun.
Yeah, because I saw them the year I did it. They had one gal with them, and she was dressed as Prince Charming, and they were cutting up, and it was so cute. They were so funny. I ended up sticking around them for quite a bit during the half marathon because they were just running bits and everything everywhere, and it was making me laugh. They were really, really fun. So yeah, that's the other. If you've never thought about doing a race, the Run Disney ones are fun. Just for the sheer humor that you find on the course and people out there having a blast and the characters and different things like that. The half marathon course will not really afford you a chance to ride any rides unless you get to Epcot like right before they close the course. So you're taking that into your, the risk of getting swept into your own hands. However, you can get a booze right at the edge of the popcorn cart out of in front of what's known as Electric Umbrella, because
That's right.
your girl did that at Marathon Weekend. Real excited. I'm standing around for like 10 minutes waiting for this popcorn stand to open up in the half marathon so I could get a booze. That was exciting. Yeah, 100% would do that again. So yeah, Princess Weekend. I'm really sad for everyone that was planning to run, but seeing all the pictures on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter of how people have been able to make Princess Weekend their own and run it at home have been really fun and really inspiring. And so I'm looking forward to our two guests who are going to be on here in just a little bit as part of our giveaway announcement to kind of talk about their Princess Weekend. So I want to go. We touched, if you missed out on Happiest Hour, we did touch on this a little bit. So on Friday, we had the big 50th anniversary celebration announcement at Walt Disney World. I had, sometimes I wish people could see my text message chains with members of the Crescent Lake Club because I get really excited about things. This was one of them when we saw the Twitter and Instagram announcement that Good Morning America, we're going to be making a 50th anniversary celebration announcement. And they had this really great trailer with this triumphant music and really hyping it up. And everyone is dropping all these like catchphrases like celebrate dreams and magical memories and uniting nations. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to get Tapestry of Nations is coming back. We're going to get all of these different, like I had grand visions of what this announcement was going to be. Even set an alarm to wake up. Spoiler, that didn't actually happen.
Teeth was supposed to call you.
He wasn't that, and literally that's what my phone was dead. So
Yeah.
And my watch was in the other room, so that phone call would have gone absolutely nowhere. But so I had all these great ideas. This is going to be awesome. Like we knew we were going to get some basic stuff. Obviously, new character outfits. I even thought, we're definitely going to get a Harmonious announcement and a Ratatouille opening and all of that. And Teets, what did we get?
Concept art and dates.
It's kind of like you see a big box under the Christmas tree and you think it's like the Power Wheel or something, and you open it up and it's like a desk. Like it's, you need the desk, but you really, really wanted that Power Wheel. So the concept art looks cool. We're going to get projections, some of which are staying around that were rumored as part of the Spaceship Earth refurb. So that's going to be cool. Mickey and Minnie have some really fun outfits. It looks like Minnie is super going to go flamenco dance. The more I see it, I'm like, why has she got a high-low skirt that's tiered? I got some questions on that one, but she's just down to party, I guess. I'm sure we're going to get like cupcakes and stuff like that. I really hope there's more. Oh, the castle is getting a zhuzh up, which looks like a fancy version of Birthday Cake Castle. There's got to be more coming down eventually, right?
Well, yeah, this seemed to line up with what Len Testa had rumored previously. He said that this week we were going to get a branding announcement, and that's basically what this was. We got dates and some look at, branding and logos and concept art. So that it's just, I think this is their start, and then we'll get more as time goes on. I don't think they want to announce stuff that maybe they can't promise with COVID. So.
Yeah, and it seems like it's one of those things where we've got new data coming out on COVID, and different people have different angles on it. I think the overreaching sentiment on it is it's better to underpromise and overperform than overpromise and underperform. I think things will be close to getting, like, we're still going to have masks and stuff like that by the time the 50th celebration comes around, but I think there's a real great chance that we are closer to normal by then than we think we might be. So I'm excited. I hope we at least have fireworks and parades back by then. because even though I really like the cavalcades, I think the cavalcade should stay, especially the flows at Animal Kingdom. That has been by far the best addition that they've done during this pandemic time. Just because it's not really a really true natural place to meet characters anywhere at Animal Kingdom. And it's a way to give people a place to go and sit down in the Rivers of Light Pavilion. Or, you happen to be at Nomad Lounge and that's where they start and finish up, is right there. So that's a really cool place. But when we were there in November, I think that was my favorite thing, was seeing Santa Claus tell us that he liked our shirts from a boat in the middle of the Rivers of Light Pavilion. What are some other pandemic, now that you guys have been twice, well, Whitty's been 3 times in Pandy Times, what are some COVID area additions, changes, enhancements that you would like to see stay around going forward at Disney?
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Teets.
I was just. I mean, I agree with I think the cavalcades and flotillas, especially at the parks like Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom that don't normally have parades. Keeping those things there would be great. The social distancing aspect, I don't think is realistic to stay. But I don't know. I think that might be like the only one that actually has a chance at staying is the cavalcades. I don't know if there's much else that is going to end up staying.
I like that more places have mobile order and
Yes.
like to go from some table service restaurants. I would definitely love to see that stick around because getting a bottle of wine for $20 and some bread service from Sanaa was probably one of the favorite things that we did when I went on a trip back in December, and we took it to the boardwalk and sat next to the lake. So I think pickup meals at table service, 100% would love to see that stick around. And that's possible, 100%.
There's no reason, you know what? Every restaurant in whatever town or city you live in has had to pivot to be more available and open to takeaway food. And there is no reason why Disney can't do this either. Even in the parks, there's no reason why you can't mobile order a pizza from Via Napoli and take it to sit out somewhere. There's no reason why you can't. I'm trying to think of Hollywood Studios, somewhere where.
I guess the only thing that might stop them would be just like capacities to cook enough food once they go back to like more capacities in the actual restaurant itself. So being able to keep up with.
It's definitely like a case by case scenario. Like I don't think Tokyo Dining, when it opens back up, should be able to do, well, no, they do sushi, and that's a really easy thing to go take and sit somewhere and eat is sushi. I'm thinking like Hollywood Brown Derby, there's one, I don't want to eat brown derby out of a box though, but there is an opportunity there if you think about it. I don't know why I'm stuck on Via Napoli. I think it's because I watched all those videos yesterday about Via Napoli, or I talked to Cajun Jerry, who loves Via Napoli so much. He has built a true Neapolitan pizza oven in his backyard. No lie. It also looks amazing. We're going to have him on in a couple weeks with a video to show us his pizza oven. And it's not like people down in Louisiana know you've got your Cajun oven and that's really just your smoker with like a pot set on it. No, this is a true pizza oven with bricks, and the interior dome was flown in from Italy. He was so mad because for like 3 weeks he just had to fire that bad boy and couldn't make a pizza in it. And he's just like, I'm going through all this wood because he just has to char the inside of it. It looks pretty amazing. So that's probably why I have Via Napoli on the brain. But
I will say my boardwalk pizza wasn't terrible.
What?
I think it was.
It was pretty good, and it had a ton of pepperoni on it too.
Yeah. So that's 2 rave reviews for one of the places that's the most maligned quick service at all of Disney is the Boardwalk Pizza window. And both of y'all enjoyed it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will say, so I've had it before, and this was pre-Pandy times, and it was not good. It was cold. It didn't good. But this was like hot. The crust was really, really good and had a ton of pepperoni on it. And a slice is like a quarter of a pizza.
Yep.
Like,
whoa.
Because at first I was like, dang, I'm paying $9 for a slice of pizza. No, it was like ginormous. So it could feed, like, if you're like trying to have a snack, that's like for 2 people.
I know your husband, and that's not a trying to have a snack.
He also doesn't snack, so.
No, he doesn't snack. No.
He just eats giant meals.
So anywhere else that you tried that was new to you this trip?
So we talked about on Happiest Hour, I went to the Boathouse outdoor bar. So I'd been to the restaurant before, but not been dockside, and amazing. Will 100% do it again. Gideon's. So we experienced the giant cookies and the peanut butter iced coffee, which highly recommend the coffee. Didn't love the chocolate chip cookie. I've had like 2 or 3 of the other cookies and they're better. So that's kind of weird. What else did we do that was new?
One of our guests just popped into the green room, and she was most recently at Disney too. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her in to give us some feedback on her trip too.
Yay.
I'll let you guess who it is. I'm sad she's not wearing her costume.
Okay, so I decided to channel Tiana mainly because I didn't want to go to the store tuna. So
when you said that, you know,
really
like,
cold.
yes, I'm so excited.
I have some pieces here, but not all of them. So, but
Teets, you have some breaking news?
I do. I just saw that Disney Food Blog is currently eating at Big River Grill at the Boardwalk. So that either means that they're testing or they just opened today, because that is the first I've seen.
I thought the breaking news was Disney Food Blog was actually writing about food.
Well, that too, but
She's not wrong.
I'll see you guys later.
Not wrong.
Oh, didn't we just
Maybe this means ESPN is coming back soon.
Why do you want ESPN back?
Because to-go booze from the bar, and it gives me somewhere to send McWitty so he'll leave me alone.
Fair. So, hey, Meredith, how are you handling this cold weather?
I hate it. But I've perfected my own margarita. So I'm in my RunDisney cup today.
Well, I'm having a mimosa as if we were in the parking lot celebrating.
Yes.
Post-race. Woohoo.
Yes. So I figure by now in the day I would already be at Epcot. But if I can't be at Epcot, I guess I can be at my house. So it's fine.
What was the other option?
It's fine.
What was behind door number 3?
Not a lot in Oxford on a Sunday, for sure.
Not a lot.
Today is the Lord's Day in the South, y'all.
Yeah.
We have our Mexican restaurant is open. So they do that later.
I've been to there on a Sunday.
So good. Well, it's the only thing that's open here.
Mm-hmm. So we were just talking about some things that we like during COVID times at Disney that we wish will stay, that we'd like to see stay around when things kind of get back to normal. And I think one of the ideas was we love the flotillas and some of the cavalcades. Woody really loves mobile ordering. Teets doesn't think we're going to be able to do like this social distancing stuff. I'm a fan of the park reservation system. I know that stinks, but you're making fast passes too. So,
well, and so the thing with the park reservations is literally, unless you're going to Hollywood Studios, you can change your pass the day of. Like, I've never had any problems. I mean, maybe right now because everything was maxed out this weekend, and maybe when you get to things like spring break, it might get worse as crowds get bigger. But There were a couple of like both of my last trips. I've like last same day changed my park pass because we've changed our mind on where we want to go.
Well, and even then, back when I was trying to see if I could do Rise of Resistance for me having a park pass and nobody else having a park pass at Hollywood Studios, I was able to get to Hollywood Studios same day at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, something probably just popped open from people canceling.
So
Do you think that? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just thinking from like a logistics and a staffing standpoint. You know, if you're trying to what Disney has obviously tried to do and right size their staffing in the parks and different things like that, for them, it makes it a lot easier to kind of get an idea of how many people are coming through, what stuff to have open, when to roll those like surprise, like margarita carts out to Toy Story Land that 2 members of the Crescent Lake Club went looking for this week and couldn't find. And the parks were slammed. And all I wanted to know was about that margarita and that Cosmopolitan poured out of that cart by Slinky Dog.
So I think the reason behind that was, so it was there a few weeks ago when I was there.
Okay.
So 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ago. I don't know. But it was there when I was there. But they were out of the margarita. They only had the Cosmopolitan. And I'm wondering if it's like, considering it's an on tap situation, are they just kind of testing the waters there and seeing what they were going to do? Because
it's branded, and it's coming out of a tap system, it means the distributor is putting up kegs of it somewhere. So I don't know if it's just leftovers that they had from, say, an event or something someone over-ordered at Disney Springs, and they just decided to send it out there. I don't know.
Well, and there was a hot minute where Woody's Lunchbox was closed too. So maybe they were trying to offset, they have the grown-up lemonade and stuff over there.
That's a breakfast drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and pro tip, you can do, so when I ordered, that is my favorite. The grown-up lemonade is probably my favorite drink in definitely in studios, maybe at the WDW. But yeah, hot take.
Oh,
yeah, so the queue,
we just got spicy up in here.
I love that drink. Like, it's my favorite. I make it at home a lot. And so, but they would let you, so right now it's that mobile order. So I ordered my lunch as soon as I walked in the park because that queue was filling up so fast. But I did figure out that if you will go ahead and order, if you want a drink, you can go ahead and order it for a later time and take your phone up to I call them like the bouncer, and which isn't the best word for it, but the bouncer, and just tell them, hey, I just have a drink. They'll let you go on up and get your drink filled. So
nice. See, there you go. Because drinks are important. We're all having to navigate the parks.
What I need to know
as they may be
about this grown-up lemonade being your favorite, have you had the black cherry soda and double Tito's from Baseline?
At Baseline.
From where?
Baseline.
Oh, yes.
And the grown-up lemonade is better.
Grown-up lemonade's better.
Oh.
Listen,
I don't know what it is about the grown-up lemonade. I do think, though, y'all are going to think I'm crazy. I think that getting the grown-up lemonade in Toy Story Land does it for me. Because I love Toy Story Land. And it's probably one of my favorites.
Can you have a conversation with my husband about that? Because the last time we walked through there trying to find the margarita cart, he goes, this place is literally hell on earth. Please get me out of here.
I love it.
Cute. I love it at
It's so
nighttime.
crowded,
Like
y'all.
string lights are. Oh yeah.
Right
I
now,
like it
with
at
the
nighttime when
COVID-
all the string lights are lit up.
Yeah, with all the COVID lines and the distancing, it's like you've got swirling saucers going this way, and you've got Slinky Dog going this way, and then you've got Mania going this way, and it's literally there's nowhere to walk because it's just lines of people, and then like double strollers and.
I know when we were there, the line for Slinky Dog was it was wrapped through the queue all the way back to where Little Mermaid is. The line started at Little Mermaid. That's a long line. It said it was 60 minutes, but I don't know. I do, but I grew up. Me and Andy are the same age. We went to college together. My mom cried when we watched that movie the summer before I left for college. So, I feel like I grew up with him. So that's why it's my favorite.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's a good
I'm
franchise.
just trying to think. I think the last time I had the grown-up lemonade was also the day that security let me take that beer through in my backpack, and I was really excited about sneaking in that aluminum bottle of Miller Lite. And so I had to drink that out in the open just because it made it in there. So I don't remember much about the grown-up lemonade, but I've just put it on my to-do list for April. Was grown-up lemonade the best drink at Disney Hollywood Studios? It's going to take a lot to unseat my black cherry soda and Tito's, though.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So yeah, are there any other pandemic things we want to see stick around?
So I will say one of the things that I like about the pandemic, I don't like it, but whatever, you get your own Skyliner. I hate sharing a Skyliner with people.
Yeah, that's real awkward when you have to sit in that little tiny space with strangers.
Yeah, because I remember last year during Princess, I had to share it with 3 different families, or like 3 different sets of people. It was 3 different sets of us, and it was just like a lot, and I felt like now I wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah, no.
So I think we've like we've cultured people into not being okay with that, so I don't know that will ever not be a thing. There's not a reason. Skyliner moves so fast, and there's so many buckets.
There's so many of them. Yeah. Anything else fun from y'all's trips? I just found out that both Teets and Woody loved the Boardwalk Pizza window, which...
Oh, I do too. It's the best pizza at Disney.
What is even happening right now?
I'm telling you, it was
Disney.
really good this trip. Really good. And I wasn't
Woody
even
sent me a picture of it.
I wasn't even drunk. So that's saying something.
Okay, I've never had it not with multiple beverages, but
All right. Did you lose your ID this time, Meredith?
no, thank God. So the people I was with, they were very responsible. And then don't tell my job, but I got one of them little things out of our goodie bag or our like giveaway bin, and it's one of those phone things. So that has helped tremendously.
Also, just as an aside, this is going to be one of those shows which is kind of like me talking to Cajun Jerry, and by the time I'm done, I've appropriated his accent. So when I start saying things the way Meredith does because of her accent, this is completely normal. It happens all the time with my mom and Cajun Jerry. I tend to pick up on accents. So we'll just see how long I can hold off before I just go full on. So did you were signed up for Virtual Princess Half Weekend, correct?
Yes, all 3.
How did your runs go?
Well,
I can't tell if Woody is frozen or not.
Woody, can I come use your tread later?
Yeah, you'll have to kick Ryan off. He's on there right now.
All right. Well, after this, I'll text you. It was too cold. So we did go outside because I do have a dog. So we went outside to just like walk around the block and kind of get shit out and see how it was. But she Bambied this morning. So like she straight up looked like Bambi. So we didn't. Yes. So we did not. I gotta go burn off the crazy.
So
today.
So for those who may not know, North Mississippi got like 10 inches of snow this past week, and we don't have stuff for that. Like we don't have snow plows and snow shovels and snow blowers. So our streets are still like covered. Our sidewalks are covered. There's really not anywhere to run right now.
I'll say for the first time, Nola dodged this climate change bullet. We just got real cold, but we didn't like hard freeze or anything like that. We never lost water or power or anything.
Well, I will tell y'all, coming soon, there will be a video of my documentation of this weekend. I did not run a half marathon. I don't intend on running a half marathon, but I did drink 13 beverages and then ran 0.1 miles. So coming soon to
All right.
to a channel near you. But
Where was my invite for this? I would have done that.
yeah, and that's the way to do a half marathon, man. So
Yeah.
should have done the whole weekend like that.
That would have just been a Saturday.
Right.
So when's your next trip back to Florida, Meredith?
As of right now, April 23rd through the 27th. But I would like to get down there for like maybe 48 hours for food or Flower and Garden when it opens next month. So maybe a quick trip in March, but I think me and Woody have to work just about every weekend of March. So maybe not.
So you just need to already be there and have another snowstorm. And then there you go.
Then you get 9 nights and 10 days.
Was that your longest trip ever, Woody?
Yep.
Well, there you go. It's going to be hard record to break.
I did work a couple of days in the middle of it, though. So.
Oh, I would have just said, sorry, guys, I'm at Disney.
No, there's something that is like people who work from home or can work remotely. There is something that's just low-key amazing about getting a cocktail and working by the pool. I don't care if the laptop has to come out and I'm by a pool. If I'm in the sunshine and by the pool, it's the best work day and work scenario that I can imagine. So
true.
We definitely set up by the pool on Thursday afternoon and worked.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
So you did all the parks. Everything was super crowded. I looked back at videos too, and like even all the vloggers that I watched yesterday, they're like, where are all these people coming from? I guess just because the weather was bad, they decided to go to Florida. I don't know. Seems weird to me.
Well, so I think probably the issues you had, y'all know how crazy princess people are. And I love it. I love Princess Weekend. You know how crazy those people are. They are a different breed. So they all flock down there. And they were all there in their tutus, and that takes up extra space. And
it helps with the social distancing. The tutus.
True.
Spread out.
True. Well, they've got to link arms, Yeah. So that just,
then it's
the linking of arms.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And then there's, I think that people were already down there, like in Whitty's case, for that holiday.
Yeah, it was Valentine's, President's Day, and Mardi Gras.
And Mardi Gras.
And so then they got stuck down there. And so then they were like, well, we should just stay for another weekend. So
this was the last weekend of farts, too.
Yep.
Stop calling it that.
Oh, McWitty loves it. He loves calling it farts.
I didn't know that people called it anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a crappy
all
festival.
The worst.
No, I love it.
I love
like
it.
One of my favorites.
Oh my!
I love it.
It's easily a top 2.
I love it.
Yep.
Huh.
Like
the only one I like more than that is whatchamacallit? Holidays Around the World at Christmas.
Okay. Yeah. So I like Flower and Garden.
Flower and Garden's my favorite.
Mine too.
And then
Look, I'm telling y'all, in Food and Wine, some of that shit been the same since 1999. Like, y'all excited about them lamb kebabs from Australia? It's been the same since it was just a table with a bottle of wine set out on it back in 99, 2000. Hi, Courtney. See, yeah, so that's a third vote yes for Festival of the Arts being the best. Courtney just drove back to
I would say it's
Louisiana today.
I would say it's my least favorite. I think all of them are great. But see, food and wine, I'm just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, it's like those lamb kebabs, it ain't broke. So, and people love them. But yeah, I would say
I'll take a
flower
lamb
and garden
kebab right now.
wine.
I think it's because she tried to do that like art walk food thing, and it was all the terrible things that tasted bad, like that rose thing.
Nasty.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Now, Ryan, let me just say,
the soap rose. That
Yeah.
looked like something you wash your hands with, not something you eat.
Exactly.
well, let me tell you that I've never had like such a reaction to something like so quickly. I was like, I've got to go. Like, I've got to get out of here. Like, I have got to leave Epcot. It was like one of those things, like my stomach started cramping so bad. Oh my God. It was awful. Don't ever, I'll never eat that again and if I get a cookie or not. I don't care. It was trash.
That was like when we were there in November. I wanted to do the whole thing where you eat at all those different places and you get the free cheese or whatever. But 2 of them were like impossible meats.
Yeah, vegan.
I'm not doing impossible beef shepherd's pie. What?
Well, that's how flower and
Regular
garden
shepherd's pie is bad
thing
enough.
is.
Oh, I like shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is delicious. Shepherd's pie is delicious. Cottage pie is delicious. You just had the wrong one. You probably had one of them impossible beef ones.
Probably so.
The oh gosh, what's it? The food flower and garden is all plant-based food. Historically, they're a little like food scavenger hunt where you get a sneaky snack for completing, paying Disney $30 for essentially a cookie, because they couldn't give some of that food away. But yeah, so it's all plant-based. So don't do it, Keely. You won't.
Yeah, no. I mean, if it's like a cheap,
it tastes like dirt.
I like the Impossible sliders at Nomad Lounge, though. Those are good.
No, I'm just gonna leave that up to. You know what? I'm not gonna take it away from people that may want it just in case they run out. So I'll take one for the team and skip on that to make sure there's enough for everyone else.
It's a good way to look at
You
it.
just know that you're like doing a service to others.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one for the team on that and make sure there's enough to go around. That doesn't include me. So while we're talking about Festival of the Arts food, on our website, crescentlakeclub.com, we have a blog item featuring Teets and Witty. And this week, our top 3, bottom 3 was Festival of the Arts food. Do you guys want to kind of just give us a quick overview on your top 3, bottom 3? I noticed it's not as controversial as our top 3, bottom 3 Magic Kingdom lounges from last week.
We didn't break the internet this week.
Nobody immediately commented and told me to lay off Polly. So,
well, I took the top 3 because I didn't try as
Teets
much as Witty did.
Teets also, spoiler alert, Teets never doesn't like anything.
I don't know if that's true, but
unless it has shrimp.
Unless it's sushi or shrimp or something that's completely foreign to him.
Yeah,
but yeah, Teets never doesn't like anything. Go ahead.
But I won't spoil the whole article, but I will say that my top item was the grilled cheese and tomato soup from Pop Eats, which I regret not going back and getting again because I definitely wanted to. But that was my top item.
That would have made my top list if my soup had been hot. So I got that too, but also I didn't get the cute little can either because they stopped giving those out.
Yeah.
But my soup wasn't hot. It was just, and tomato soup is not great when it's cold because you might as well put some vodka in it and make a Bloody Mary at that point.
Heard that.
Yep. So I'll go with my worst of the worst, which Teets would highly 100% disagree with me, was the rainbow sherbet glitter beer, whatever you wanted to call it, hashtag glitter beer. I didn't order it for me. I ordered it for my husband. But when they took and squirted something in the cup before they actually poured the beer in it, I just kind of that should have been my sign right there.
That is the best drink at the festival.
No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
You didn't even drink it.
I tried it. I definitely tried it because I'll tell you this: I've started drinking McWitty's High Lies at this point. So,
I
sometimes you're
want to
thirsty.
take money on that, and I cannot believe that you have gone from not being a beer drinker straight into IPA life, because IPAs just taste like you've just taken a bite off a shrub and swished it around in your mouth for a little bit.
No, the ones he drinks taste like orange juice to me.
It's still shrub. It still tastes like a shrub. Shrub maybe with a little bit of dirty penny in it.
It's some shrubs that rode on a bus with some oranges.
Yeah, it's like
That's what it tastes like.
Woody took a bite out of some orange leaves.
Yes.
But yeah, that beer was not good. But also, I think it was just the fact that I watched her squirt something in it. And just,
I loved it. I've been trying to find it in keg form.
I didn't like it that much. I mean, I enjoyed it, but
I loved it.
it wasn't like my favorite thing in the world.
Port Orleans did one for Mardi Gras down here that's called "The Streets Are Covered in Glitter." It's obviously Mardi Gras, and it comes in the 16-ounce cans. So yeah, but you don't have to squirt anything in it to make it glittery. You just pour it out of the can, and it's already got the glitters in there.
I'm gonna write that down for my own notes.
The streets are covered in glitter. So we also had another controversial drink amongst the three members that were at Festival of the Arts, and it was the Pomegranate Margarita.
Yeah, that was one of, I didn't put it on my top 3, but I think it would have probably made my top 5 list of Festival of the Arts items. I really enjoyed the Pomegranate Margarita. Paired it with my chocolate taco. But I didn't think it was bad.
I liked it. Was it my favorite margarita? Absolutely not. It was pretty sweet. You didn't think it was sweet, Meredith? Maybe we got like a different mixture.
Yeah.
She said
I
it was
don't
the
even
worst
know
thing
that we
to
were on
put
the
in her
same
mouth.
planet. It was disgusting, and I love margaritas. Like Whitney can attest that I can put down a margarita.
No, I
But
thought it was
oh my
good.
god, it was nasty.
I think you got a
So-
bad batch.
Yeah.
Well, the girl, like, I asked, because I think that if you work there, you probably know what's the best, and like whatever. And I was like, should I get the carrot margarita or should I get the pomegranate margarita? And she was like, I wouldn't tell anybody to get the carrot margarita. I tell everybody to get the pomegranate margarita. Oh my god, it was awful. It burned my throat. My taste buds haven't recovered.
Well, and so that's one of the things about a lot of the cocktails. Well, all the cocktails at the festivals is they're all pre-mixed. So you never know, like, if you're getting the right, like, ratio of ingredients probably. So maybe you just got, like, a bad mixture.
Courtney says we would get along well. Yes, that's very true, Courtney.
She didn't like it either.
I'm going to see if she's going to chime in with her. Courtney, in the comments, tell us your favorite and your least favorite item from Festival of the Arts. I thought it looks great. The whole concept of a carrot margarita, I don't know about that,
And
y'all.
it had like this bubble on top, and then it smoked it when you popped it or whatever.
I almost ordered it because I was real mad because Disney Food Blog had posted like some wrong menus on their website that I had a list going on. Oh, she didn't have it. She just loves a margarita.
Yeah,
I think
don't we
this
all?
whole group, yeah. I mean, just in general, like the line at Choza margarita or whatever is like always
chancla.
ridiculously. Why do you call it that?
Well, because you know what?
Oh, the
chancla,
Szechuan shrimp was amazing, and it had
say
these
that
cold
3 times
noodles.
fast.
Yeah, it had these like cold noodles at the bottom. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
So yeah, this is the funniest part when Ryan was trying to coordinate all of our content for crescentlakeclub.com and our Instagram account, Crescent Lake Club, from this week, because we had both Courtney and Whitty at Walt Disney World. He made a point to tell Courtney, yeah, just send me whatever you've got and I'll make sure to put it in there. And Courtney's response was, well, it's going to be more chicken nuggets and classy cocktails. So this is a very, very much a family trip for Courtney. And for you guys that may be thinking about taking a trip in COVID times and the state of play at Disney right now, Courtney is going to be back with me on Wednesday for Wind Down Wednesday. And we're going to talk about what it's like to go travel to Disney with kiddos. She was there with her 5-year-old and her 7-month-old. And another family traveled with them with 2 more kids. So it looked like a lot of fun. My favorite was the Instagram picture when Fletcher's legs stopped working, walking back from the bar. So lots of fun kiddo stories there. But so the Szechuan shrimp, even I can't say it. Szechuan shrimp. With cold noodles was a favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good.
I just remember the multicolored almond cake that looked like a Mondrian painting from the very first year.
They still had that. I almost got that, but I went with the opera cake instead.
What was that one?
So it had like a coffee buttercream, and it was a chocolate cake with like a thin layer of chocolate on top. Oh, it was so good.
Where was that at, Whitty?
Germany, maybe.
Okay.
I got that, and then the flight of rosé, which was like a rosé cider, a rosé beer, and a frosé.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, it was good times.
So what was everybody's worst item at Festival of the Arts?
Mine, I put the I would probably say the artist palette chocolate chip cookie, because it's just a chocolate chip cookie. Nothing to write home about. It was fine, but I don't need to get that again.
Wasn't that what you had as sustenance during drinking around the world?
No, I had the brie bowl as my food item for drinking around the world.
Was your cheese congealed?
Mine wasn't hot.
Don't remember.
And anyone else wonders why this dummy put the Italy flag as Mexico on his medal during drinking around the world?
I think my biggest complaint.
My favorite Instagram from the entire week was Courtney holding up a margarita with the Mexico flag on it. Instagram story.
And then she tagged me and said, "I used the right flag."
So Meredith was just asking about the brie and if it was hot or not. So my biggest complaint at Festival of the Arts was none of the food was really like hot. Everything just, like I said, my tomato soup wasn't hot. The brie wasn't hot. Yeah. So if you're
But
like,
I think that's part of the thing with Festival of the Arts, though, right? Because they are spending more time making it pretty because they want it to be true artistry. So when you get it off the stove or you get it off the heater thing and you're trying to make it pretty, it starts losing heat pretty fast. And this is, I mean, it's not cold at the WDW, but it is cooler. So whereas at, holidays, at Food and Wine, it's sitting under that heater and they just give it to you. They're not trying to add crap.
Yeah, I think, and the Brie Bowl is interesting to hear about because they do the same thing at holidays around the world in the Alpine
and that
booth.
one is way better.
It is so good. And it seems like this was kind of a takeoff of that. So they already know how to keep that one warm and prepared well. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, to hear about that. Sorry. This city just texted and I thought something happened, but no. So, anything else about Festival of the Arts? So we've heard this is a top festival for some, a bottom festival for others. Any
Witty,
last
I have
reports on?
or anybody that's been, I guess. Did y'all buy any art?
Mm-hmm. I bought.
What'd you buy?
So, one thing I can't talk about because it might be a gift for somebody on here. And then McWitty bought a Star Wars something.
Okay.
And then so we were really excited. We're Disney Vacation Club members and we own at the Boardwalk. And so we wanted a Boardwalk Resort print. So we got that and got it signed by the artist. And then we also got a Cinderella's Castle print. And so we had all of that shipped home. So hopefully it'll be here. I don't know. We haven't had postal service in a week in Oxford. So that might be here next month.
Maybe by like June.
So, but we
Did you
also
buy
just
anything?
bought
Sorry,
a-
go ahead.
I was just going to say, we also just bought a new house like a year ago. So we're still decorating. So it was kind of fun for us to look for things that we might be able to add to our house that also have meaning. So it was exciting.
Teets, you were on the look for a print too, weren't you?
I was. It was sold
Was it
out.
Country Bears?
It was my Country Bears print that I was searching for, and it was sold out while I was there. So I did not get that. The only merchandise I got a pin and the AP Magic Band from Festival of the Arts. So I didn't get any art, but I got the pin and Magic Band.
Your love of Country Bears is proof that you would be just fine down here in the South, by the way. I just want to throw that out.
Yep.
You'd fit in just fine.
They kind of terrify
There
me.
it is. Oh my God, he loves them and it's so bad. So when we were there,
They
when we were all
kinda
there
terrify
together,
me.
when we were all there together in November, we were trying to make sure we had time to kill before Liberty Tree Tavern. And the last time I've been, it's probably in the aughts when it was back like a 24-minute show. And Teets goes like 4 times every time he goes to Disney. And one to him, Witty had never been. I'm like, all right, suck it up, ladies. We're going in. And Teets was so excited to have us go with him. And he said, it was me, Teets, Witty 1 and 2. And Teets sat down. He goes, pulls his camera out to start filming like the ending was going to change or something. Something surprising might happen. And then he said, "Oh, I'm going to sing along the entire time." And so, if you go to Ryan Runs Disney here on YouTube and check it out, his episode of Teats Around the World, which is Magic Kingdom. Oh, it features Country Bears, and you can hear him singing, and you can hear Witty going,
Yeah.
"What is happening?"
Oh my gosh,
Right in front of
I've got to watch this.
Oh my gosh!
Ryan, I watched all your episodes. I don't know how I missed this.
Oh my God! You just hear Witty like. Did he just say what I?
Yep. It's exactly. Just listening to Witty
and then you
like
can even
commentate
hear
is the
Angela.
best.
You can hear Angela like grab Witty and be like, "Is this song what I think it's about?"
That's
And the
amazing.
best was afterwards we did a post show interview. And Teets had only had like 5 drinks at Geyser Point before we went to Country Bears. And he's like, just finished Country Bears. Love it. I would go again right now.
Me, that's 15 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
Witty pops in. She's like, no. Was like
That's
2 days
amazing.
later, Angela's like sitting out. She goes, I want to revisit Country Bears real quick. I'm like, okay. She's like, the song Blood on the Saddle is really what I think it's about. I'm like, you're smart enough to figure this out. Yes.
Yes.
She goes,
Yes.
well, that ride needs to be me too.
That is amazing.
So every refurb now, every ride that gets taken down, and Angela's like, and Country Bears just gets to keep on living.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't think it'll be around much longer. Surely not.
I don't know. It's like the cockroach surviving the apocalypse. Like, it's not even on anyone's radar.
Yeah, you can get in anytime.
Y'all, it used to be 24 minutes long.
Yep.
Teets probably has video of that on a VHS somewhere. Go find it, Teets. Digitize this and we'll watch it next week.
He doesn't know what VHS is.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Do you have a VCR?
I don't know if we have a VCR anymore.
It's probably behind one of them popcorn buckets.
Don't get a fine. Rewind.
Be kind, rewind.
Or get fined.
Or get fined.
Blockbuster for real.
So, Teets, why do you record Country Bears every time? Does it change?
No, it's just something I do. I don't know.
Content for his YouTube channel.
Yep. I've always recorded
that brings all the likes is Country Bears. Have you thought about doing just a sub channel that is only Country Bears videos? Because we did see Ryan had to be dressed in his Christmas Mickey outfit, and he sure did see a guy Disney bounding his Big Al. And
that
he
guy
got
dressed
so
as Big Al.
jealous. So we're standing in our Christmas
why
outfits,
did I
taking
not?
pictures, and like we just see a little tear roll down Ryan's cheek under his glasses, watching this guy dressed as Big Al walk down. He's like, I gotta be wearing. If I'm gonna wear a stupid outfit, at least I'm gonna look like Big Al.
Big Al. It was Christmas Big Al, which is from the Christmas show that they don't do anymore.
Oh my gosh. I'm tickled. I
might have to leave if we keep talking about Country Bears. I'm having PTSD.
Look, our viewership just went up the minute we started talking about Country Bears. So,
oh my god.
Yeah, watching him so sad. We're like, Ryan, you gotta hold your hands like this to hold whatever the magic shot it is. He goes, put that Big Al. He's just like looking. So if we look back, I bet if we look back at any of our pictures, we'll see him just looking longingly at Christmas Big Al Disney bound.
Yep.
Walking to go take selfies in front of Country Bears. And the Liberty Bell. Maybe get a big old turkey leg. Though that day we did have breaking news.
We
It was
did.
the very first ever Crescent Lake Club and Teets and Around the World breaking news. We even beat WDWNT to that one.
Yeah, we well, that was after our snack at Cosmic Raves. We ran over to Hall of Presidents, and we had to, break the news that Hall of Presidents refurb was coming.
Woohoo! And that was after, what did you have at Cosmic Raves?
I had chicken nuggets.
How many times did you have chicken nuggets on your January trip?
I think once at Cosmic Rays again.
And so I think the whole reason we ended up at Cosmic Rays was because I wanted to do those. Oh, Casey's Corner wasn't open. And the brilliance of the macaroni and cheese fries at Casey's Corner. But then here's another park hack. You want that? You just mobile order a kid meal with macaroni and cheese with a side of fries, because you have to pick a side with the kids meal, and a bottle of water. And then you just put them together on your plate.
Wait, don't you get two sides? Didn't you get like
two sides?
Yeah, I got 2 fries and a macaroni and cheese and a bottle of water for $5.99.
Good eats. And they're the skinny fries. My favorite.
And they are the skinny fries. Skinny fries. So what are you guys looking forward to in your next, all right, we won't talk next Disney trip. Let's talk about post-pandemic Disney. What are you ready for to come back to normal? What are you ready to go and do? Is it a race? Is it a cruise? Is it
I'm ready for RunDisney to come back. Sorry, I didn't raise my hand.
It's okay. I don't usually
care
call
what
people.
kind of race it is. It could be a country bears race, and I would do it.
Disneyland did one, and I was so
I
mad.
have the medal. I have the medal, and when
And
I
Disneyland doesn't
actually
even have country bears anymore.
I remember that was the year that it was also Aladdin. It was Country Bears 5K, Aladdin 10K. You know what, Teets? You can have my Country Bears t-shirt. I'll let you have it. Yeah. I'm like, what is this trash metal? And then the 10K was Aladdin, and Mr. Worldwide was going to give his shirt or gave his shirt to Woody because she loves Aladdin. And then the half was...
Oh, that was the year I was in Orlando and couldn't go to Disney World.
Yeah, because that was the year that Double Dare had the floppy ear, like his ears move up and down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was
Wait,
that?
so that is such a hodgepodge, though, of characters.
So
'cause
it was like pairs. It was like best friends,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
because you had Aladdin.
was that the year it was Mike and Sully?
No, that was Pixar. We did Woody and
Okay.
I did that one that year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't
It
remember what
was like dynamic duos. I bet I can find it real quick.
So
but it was
the-
Country Bears 5K, Aladdin 10K, and maybe like Mickey and Pluto half marathon. I'm looking.
Yeah, I don't
Y'all
remember.
talk so much yourselves.
So I would say the one thing I am missing is definitely fireworks. That's one of my favorite things about Disney trips. And specifically, it would be going to the Top of the World Lounge and having a cocktail and watching fireworks from there, not amongst the crowds in the park. So that would be my normal Disney experience that I would like to do as soon as possible.
RunDisney would be my top, but I also agree with fireworks too. I think just longer park hours. I think in general is like just being able to like stay longer instead of having to park close at 7 and then you're like, what do I do now?
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
hard too, because then you have to figure out like
Stayed open
dinner.
past like 9.
And then, you know, if you're staying at a resort that doesn't have a lot of food options, like you don't have a car, you're kind of stuck with what you're going to eat for dinner. But yeah, I think the longer park hours will help too, because I think with the shortened park hours, you're just cramming everybody in at one time and nobody's like trying to come later in the day. They're all rope dropping, coming in the morning and staying until they get tired. And then there's no like dead period at the parks like there usually is.
Here they are.
I love
So-
that.
Kids races was Timon and Pumbaa. 5K was Big Al and another bear of some kind.
I can't tell.
It's the drunk one. It's Big Al and the drunk one. The drunk skinny one. Liver Lips.
Yep.
That's his name?
Yep.
Wow.
And then Aladdin and the Genie. And then Mickey and Pluto with the classic Disneyland D. And then this sweet little Dumbo, his ears went up and down. So you can move them up and down. God, Disneyland race weekends always had the best medals.
They really
And I
did.
love Disneyland half because the theme kind of changed every year. Like the year you came and did it, it was Pixar. That was the last time all of us did Disneyland half. Well, Meredith,
Yes, ma'am.
would you like to talk about this week's giveaway and all of that, and maybe do the big grand reveal?
Yes. So Kimmy is at the WDWs. She is living her best life. So she won't be joining us today. But we do have our giveaway. I should have brought it all in here, but I didn't. So I'm not going to go get it. But it's all sitting on my kitchen counter, and I'm so ready for it to be sent in the mail. So thank you all for being a part of our giveaway. So we are going to do the basic giveaway. So I'll have Whitty pick a number, and then Kills, I will get you, since you're doing the grand prize winner that's getting the gift card, I will get you to pick the grand prize winner. So Whitty, can you pick a number between 150?
Wait, between like 1 and 150?
1 and 150.
118.
118. Our winner is going to be at Girl Without a Tattoo, without tattoo. So I will tag you in the post and then get all of your information. So you won our prize pack of the hairbrush, the ears, all of those fun things, the Crown Athletics headband, all of that fun stuff. So congratulations to you.
Woo-hoo!
All right. Yay. All right. Keely, do you want to pick a number between 1 and 150?
27.
27. Oh, okay. Let's see who it is. It is Running and Beering with Morgan. I love that name. So congratulations, Running and Beering with Morgan. We will get that information from you. We will reach out to you today and then get that all over to you guys. So yay, have fun.
Congratulations.
I love
everybody.
giveaways. Yeah,
Yay.
Congratulations, friends.
So yeah, if you guys
Yeah.
haven't followed us, Crescent Lake Club, Ryan Runs Disney, Long Runs and Liquor on Instagram. This was the result of a big week-long giveaway loop from all of us on social media. I think we're planning another one for Star Wars race weekends in April. Yay. So follow
I've
us
already bought
there.
my giveaway for that one.
I think Teet said he did too. So I'll come up with
I
something.
hope we didn't
between
buy the
now
same
and then.
thing.
Oh no. Yeah, and so hopefully by the time Star Wars race weekend rolls around, we'll have announcements about what Wine and Dine and Marathon weekend will look like, if they'll still be virtual or if we might actually get in real life races back. So stick with crescentlakeclub.com for news on that. And also, if we have a chance for in-person races, we will have discounted hotel blocks for both Wine and Dine and Marathon weekend, and then subsequent Princess, Star Wars, everything after that. So stay tuned for that. We'll do a value, a moderate, and a deluxe. But again, you can find all the details for that on crescentlakeclub.com. We also have a lot of great news happening every day, all through the day. Opinion stuff, lots of stuff. Come tell me that I'm really dumb for hating Polly. It's a Motel 8. Great. Especially now because nothing is open. Nothing is open.
I like the pie, but
I know
It
you
smells good. And if there's less people there, you get more scent.
do. You can't even go on the Grand Ceremonial House. Where are you getting the smell from?
yeah,
Yes, you can.
It's open. It's just
for
not open
Captain
at night.
Cook's.
No,
No, at Kona Cafe and
Tambu Lounge.
Pineapple Lanai, Tambu Lounge. I got lit at Tambu Lounge.
Who goes to Polly during the day?
When you need to escape Magic Kingdom and you want air conditioning and a drink and a pineapple. And a rose gold margarita, Keels.
Oh, no. In my top 3, bottom 3, I said a top 3 contender for best bar was the Barefoot Pool Bar at Polly. So just because of that rose gold margarita. So I don't hate Polly in its entirety. I just hate everything except the pool bar and the rose gold margarita.
But the beach? You even hate the beach?
No, I love the beach, but there's no reason to go to the beach when there's no fireworks.
I took a nap on the beach and it was pleasant.
Was it planned or did it just happen?
It was planned after a couple of cocktails.
I was gonna say, was this? I was because you got lit at the Tambu Lounge, so I didn't know if this was.
It was a different day.
It was adjacent to that experience.
Different day, but it was still good.
Anyone else got anything witty?
Nope, I'm good.
Teets, any more breaking news?
No more breaking news. That's all I've got today.
Since this is the official Boathouse Brunch channel, it looks like the reviews coming in are pretty legit. Mr. Worldwide was forced to watch the video of the dueling pianos. He goes, "This is all the shit I hate." So
He's like, have fun.
he's like, so that means this brunch is A+. Thumbs up. Anything else? So congratulations, our giveaway winners. Thanks to Meredith, Long Runs and Liquor, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
We'll be back on, Courtney and I are back on Wednesday for Wind Down Wednesday. This week, we're going to be doing mocktails, and it goes along with our story time of Disney with kids. I also think at some point this week, I'm going to goof off and just do a Twitch exclusive Crescent Lake Club Jackbox TV games. So if you guys have played like Murder Trivia Party or anything like that, I'm going to host Jackbox night, maybe Tuesday. Watch our social media for that. And then we'll be back Sunday Funny, hopefully with our Texas contingent. So again, keep the South in your minds. It's a lot of snow. It's a lot of cold. It's a lot of stuff that we weren't built to sustain, but we're getting through it. So hopefully we'll have 1 and 2 back with us next Sunday here for Sunday Fun Day. But from all the Crescent Lake Club, y'all have a great day. We'll see you on Wednesday.
See you real soon.
Bye, guys.